Hi, my name's Jane Anderson. I've spent the last 10 years helping people communicate more effectively, in particular on LinkedIn. So I say that I'm a communications expert and I'm obsessed about helping sales teams, thought leaders and experts in their field create leads or increase their lead generation and grow their businesses. So for example, I recently worked with an industrial engineering company. Now, the guys that work within that business are all experts at what they do, and they're the reason why customers come to that business, and they're also the reason why they stay. And so what I did was went in and worked with them on building their profiles, capturing their thought leadership because they're experts at what they do, and using that to be able to grow the business and take it forward. So I say I'm a bit like conduit in that you're here and there's a whole lot of customers out here. And what we want to do is to be able to merge and bring those two together so that it's really nice and seamless and it integrates into some of the face-to-face activity that's already happening. So what makes me a little bit different is a couple of things. One is that I've just written a book called Connect, How to Leverage Your LinkedIn Profile for Business Growth and Lead Generation in less than 7 minutes a day. The other thing that makes me a bit different is that I was the first LinkedIn profile writer in Australia. And so what happened back then when I first started writing was that I saw people who were writing profiles and they looked nice, but they weren't functional. That people weren't turning up in search results, people weren't easily found, they weren't leveraged in a Google search, or they weren't even found in LinkedIn. It was very difficult. Or their profiles were kind of there, or they were written a bit like a resume or an obituary. So, and I find that that's the same challenge that when I'm talking to clients that they have, is that when they look at their profiles, they know there's an opportunity in there, but they just don't know how to make it happen. And so they end up wasting time on there, they feel too overwhelmed by it, and they just kind of end up putting it in the too hard basket. It's all too complicated. Or they see an opportunity to capture some thought leadership and write, but they don't know what to say. So they just kind of go, oh, well, it's all too hard. Or perhaps I'm working with a CEO or a business leader and they're too scared to have their team members' profiles written because they're worried that people are going to leave or recruiters are going to see them and take them or poach them for other companies. And I reckon we can fix that. I think that there's an opportunity to spend less time on LinkedIn as long as it's done right. That you can increase your leads, you can have the right scripts so you know what to say to people. We can unpack your thought leadership so that you know what to add value to your audience and you don't procrastinate about writing. And you have the confidence to be able to know how to move people into your sales funnel. Because let's face it, I think we're all here to grow businesses, and I think that we're all here to have some confidence in knowing how to do that. And so I think if we can do that, I think we get to grow our businesses, we get to help other people grow theirs, and we all get to go on and make a difference on the planet.